My friends, I absolutely love light tanks, and so I decided to make a comprehensive guide on all tier 10 light tanks. We are going to cover them all following the same structure. I will first talk about good and bad things about the tanks, what kind of playstyle it requires to make them work, and the most important, for whom each light tank is going to fit the most. We will start at the bottom and make our way up to meta light tanks. For each tank, I will include carefully picked gameplay with tips, tricks, and tactics. Now, even if you are not interested in some of the light tanks, I promise tips that I share are going to elevate your skills with all of the light tanks. And my favorite game is definitely with the T100. Don't miss that one. And we are going to open up our rating with Tesák. One of the best features of Tesák is its insane burst damage. Tesák's HE rounds can deliver up to 1800 damage in a single clip, so you can obliterate lightly armored vehicles. This makes Tesák very strong at countering enemy light tanks. If you manage to get close to them, you can kill them often with just one clip. But usually this is only an opportunity in mid or late game when you have space to flank enemies or pick them one by one. At the start of the games, you are probably gonna be using AP rounds which do 900 damage per clip. Second interesting feature of Tesák is cost-effective ammo. Tesák doesn't have premium ammo that is more expensive. This means you can use all of its shell types strategically without worrying about extra costs. Our AP rounds do 12 damage on average, but has a relatively low pen. APC rounds do less damage, but have higher pen. And HE rounds do the best damage, but only have 50 penetration. And if you think like juggling this type of ammo to use the best in the best scenario is something that you will enjoy, Tesák is going to be very interesting for you. Now let's talk about the downside of Tesák, starting with its size. Tesák is a massive foil light tank with relatively poor camo compared to other light tanks. This makes it extremely difficult for Tesák to fulfill its role as a light tank, as you will get outspotted very easily. Second downside is a long exposure time. To unload your clip for full damage, you need to expose yourself for 3.7 seconds. This means you're vulnerable to enemy fire for much longer than traditional light tanks that can do damage and go back in cover immediately. Lastly, Tesák is weak at sniping and has low penetration. At range, Tesák struggles to reliably land shots or aim for weak spots. Its low penetration also makes it hard to fight heavily armored vehicles. With APC rounds, we have 247 pen, while some of the other light tanks get up to 280 pen with premium ammunition. Now, let's talk about the playstyle. The Tesák's unique playstyle is a blessing and a curse. Here's how to make it work. In early game, I want to focus on countering enemy light tanks. Focus them to make mistakes and punish them with my clip. I try to avoid getting too close to bush lines on maps like Prokhorovka or Ghost Town. You will be getting outspotted by better light tanks like Manticore, T100 and iyouxin 105, resulting in you either losing a lot of HP or even getting killed. Simply put, counter enemy light tanks first and spot after. But who will enjoy this tank? So, if you like to do damage with your light tanks, choose your targets and the best type of shell, this tank can be a lot of fun and challenging at the same time. This playstyle reminds me much of T49 with a dirt gun, so if you like T49, Tesák is a perfect fit for you. But if you prefer to scout with your light tanks, this tank is going to be a big struggle. As a conclusion, I can say that the biggest problem of Tesák is that it's classified as a light tank, but it struggles a lot to fulfill this role. Most Tesáks I see in my games are simply unreliable, and sometimes it makes me feel like my team doesn't even have a light tank. Playing Tesák, you always hope that there are other light tanks that can provide vision for the team, because if you are the only light tank, you can be a huge burden as you want to focus on doing damage. I would go as far as to say that it is the most difficult tier 10 light tank to play. This certainly isn't a tank for new or returning players. But if you're a very experienced player and you're looking for a new challenge in the game, mastering the Tesak's unique playstyle can be a lot of fun. My friends, making ranking videos like this require a lot of efforts. I'm trying to find a way to make best videos possible, and your feedback is very important. Please let me know in the comments if my presentation helps you decide if tank is for you or not, as this is my main goal in this video. And using this opportunity, I want to say thank you for your massive support lately. I'm very lucky to have such wonderful community, and I promise that I'm going to continue doing my absolute best to keep you entertained. And if you happen to be enjoying my videos for a while now and think that I'm doing a decent job, please subscribe to the channel, as it really helps our channel to grow. I mean, I kinda want to get that serial play button, you know what I mean? Now, please enjoy the rest of the video. Now, we are going to watch an incredible round with the Tesák, so close that until the very end, you will have no idea which team is going to win. And here, I'm going to demonstrate with you the strength and the weaknesses of Tesák. And one of the main problems is going to be the penetration, something that I was mentioning in my presentation of Tesák. Whenever I'm playing with the Tesák, what I'm trying to achieve is to find positions in which I can get very close to the enemies, do cleave, but also have the cover. It can be either my teammates or just, let's say, buildings. And on outpost, there is always tourists going up on the hill. And so it's logical that I'm going to be there to do first damage of the battle. Committing on the hill myself is very dangerous, and you never know how many of the enemies are going to try the same. So I try to avoid doing it. Do you remember how I mentioned that Tesák loves having another light tank that is going to take a role of scout? Luckily for me, we have Manticore, who is scouting for our team in the middle of the field, while I can try to use my gun to counter enemy light tanks, which is going to help us secure the end game. And in this game, me and my Manticore are going to be alive throughout pretty much the whole game, and you are going to see just how strong light tank can be in the end of the battle. I hope you're going to enjoy this game, and I'm going to place a little bit more of the commentaries throughout the battle whenever I felt like it was necessary. Let's go closer. FV is spotted. We are only missing a few mediums, so now we can just do damage. PvP is leaving. Let's go and reload, wait for my team to come. Once Hori is in the position, enemies won't be able to do anything. They doesn't seem to try to run, and that's going to be their mistake. We are waiting for Hori. Okay. Honestly, for the amount of, for the duration that I shot for, 700 looks a little too little. Let's go and reload. Oh, the FV guys. You know who we're gonna be loading HE for. Wait, he's smart. He's going back in cover. HP is not in our favor. This is something to watch out for. But I'm highly interested in this FV. This 57 is going to proxy. Nice. FV is a little there, I think. Bro, you gonna pen or what? He bounced everything. Okay. The real problem is here, guys. The DI is 7. He's full HP. Okay, he's not the smartest. That's good. Okay, 2 lightnings against the world. Can we do this?
Requesting support.
Oh no! I ran out of ammo! That's bad. It's okay, we have fairly fast reload. Ow! We need to try and kill the Leo. They are not capping the base. That's a mistake. Question is... Oh man. We have to juke him, guys. Remember, he was not the smartest, right?
Withdraw from that position.
Okay. You know, it seems like we might have a chance. We just have to dodge the I-7 before Manti comes in. I need Manti to spot him, to know where exactly he is looking. Wait. Let me invite him. Now, it's only one enemy. The I-7. The problem is that he has a lot of HP. And if you pay attention at my ammunition, I am really low on AP and APC rounds. Meaning that I only have one full clip of APCs. Meaning that I can do approximately 600 damage, given that I pen every single shot. In situations like this, I-7 cannot win the game unless we throw the game. He won't be able to cap, as we will be able to outspot him and peek from different angles. But looking at the enemy base, I spot unique opportunity. You see, Hori 3 died in the middle of the cap, near the bush, meaning that our Manticore might be able to go in the bush and try to cap the base, while having Hori 3 as a hard cover to go around if I-7 decides to come in and try to decap. And this is exactly why I am trying to explain my plan to Manticore. But I don't have much time because this I-7 is a very experienced player. He is trying to reverse away from the position where I can circle him in order to be able to get unspotted and perhaps pick me from a different angle. Understanding this, I am not wasting my time and trying to use my speed to get a better position. And it's only while recording this video I realized one crucial mistake. You see, houses that I have on my left right now is exactly the same cover as I had in the position before. I'm able to circle I-7 around it and win time. With the Manticore possibly going towards the cap right now, we are creating a perfect crossfire. I-7 cannot go towards the cap while the cap is a problem. But I for some reason thought that I will be much better going on the top of the hill and spotting for Manticore. Unfortunately for me, it is going to be a bad idea. At the time, I didn't have much experience with Tesák, and having these precious AP rounds loaded, you really don't want to shoot at the I-7, which has a lot of armor, from the distance, because you aren't going to pen a lot of shots. And this is, gentlemen, one of the biggest problems of Tesák. Imagine I'm here with the light tank like IMX 13105, maybe even T100. Side of the IS-7 that is going towards the cap would be just a snack. Unfortunately for Tesák, it really isn't. And do you remember how I said it would be nice for me to stay behind the houses, where IS-7 right now, and just roam around it? That's where I'm trying to get now, but I-7 is just beelining towards the cap. But as long as Manticore is playing around Hori, we are fine. What?! Dude, you have Hori to play around! I cannot believe it, man. I don't have ammo to kill him. Unfortunately, I feel like if I were to play the end game a little bit better, maybe we would have this epic victory. But it's very difficult to make Tesák work against such armored vehicles like IS-7. I overpicked a little bit. I overpicked. But I don't even have ammo to kill him. You can cap and Manti got his ass. Maybe that would have been better. Because Manti can do consistent damage on his side, right? Maybe that would have been better. WZ-132-1 is the only light tank in the game that is capable of playing full down. But does this feature makes this vehicle unique? Let's find out, and start with the good thing about the tank. That first of all, it is 390 alpha damage per shot. This allows us to punish enemies with a significant damage. In many cases, we can take an enemy light tank with just 4 shots. In addition, 280mm of penetration with a hit round is excellent. With enough knowledge about enemy weak spots, we can pen most of the tanks in the game. On top of that, our tank has some turret armor, so whenever we are playing cooldown, we might get occasional bounces. Unfortunately, these are the only good things about WZ-132-1 I could think of. Playing on the maps where you have like huge open fields and not many bushes to play around, your commander vision system or full scouting equipment is becoming kind of irrelevant. So whenever you are playing on a bad map, maybe Himmelsdorf, Ensk, Paris, get doing damage configuration and play this tank like a medium. Something that I've noticed light tanks do on bad maps is that they basically throw their tanks away. But you can have amazing games even on the worst maps for your tank. And if you manage this with kind of anger control, you're going to be enjoying any light tank a lot more. So, who is going to enjoy this tank? WZ-132-1 is only for players who is seeking for a challenge, or those who genuinely enjoy playing lesser known underdog vehicles. But for everybody else, there is probably nothing this tank can do that a different light tank doesn't do as good or even better. As a conclusion, WZ-132-1 can feel rewarding when played with a damage-focused mindset. Its 280mm of hit penetration makes it capable of fighting even heavy tanks, especially when you're top tier. However, the tank's poor camouflage limits its ability to scout competitively, forcing you to take risks or outplay enemy light tanks first. Overall, WZ-132-1 is a bad tank. It offers some turret armor, but doesn't provide a unique playstyle to go with it. Playing WZ often puts your team in a disadvantage against stronger scouting light tank on maps where vision control is crucial. If you're looking for a light tank to complete personal missions and get your hands on Object 260, this isn't the right choice. There are much better light tanks and we're going to cover them later. But let's say you decided to get this vehicle, or you have it already and you want to know how to make it work. As an example, we are going to be playing on Studzianki, and this map is actually very good for spotting, but most of it is happening at the end of the battle. And that's why I'm not going to make a mistake like Blesk did in the enemy team and straight push down in order to be able to get aggressive position. Because you never know how many of the enemies are going to commit in this position, I do not like taking these risks. And if you pay attention, we have a lot of tank destroyers sitting at the back and not able to support us in case we were to go in Object 140 position. So what I'm doing instead is trying to play around these bushes, which are far enough for me to stay unspotted, but with the commander vision system, I'm able to outspot heavy tanks or mediums with a bad camouflage on the other side of a similar position. And this gives me a unique opportunity of doing damage early of the battle, get information how many tanks are going down, so it's not that I'm gambling, much like Blesk did, but it's rather calculated decision. And playing like this, first getting information and then making your moves, is exactly how you should be playing with the WZ-132-1. Once enemy take control over the deep, there isn't much you can do, and there is always danger of them just simply over pushing you. That's why hanging there for a very long time might get you killed. So instead, what I'm trying to achieve is looking for weaknesses in enemy defenses. And in this battle, North was very unprotected. With a lot of tanks playing at the south, you really don't want to try and overpush them, because there is always going to be tank destroyers covering them up. So we find out that North was rather unprotected, and that's where I decided to focus my spearhead of attack, if it's possible to say it like that. No. And despite the fact that we only have 400 assistants, I'm being very patient. You see, many of the light tank players, I feel like at this moment, would just rush to the line of the bushes and try to get as much assistance as possible. And there is a lot of spotting still remaining on all of these unspotted tank destroyers. But it is until my heavy tanks are pushing down, I'm holding my position. Because you are able to be killed in just a matter of seconds, making one mistake. And once we manage to kill enemy light tank, I will get all of this assistance anyway. And because my teammates are kind of spread out, I'm the first one to do it. So there is no reason to rush, and I'm waiting for iyouxin to make mistake. But it turns out I'm the one to make mistake. Honestly, not sure who spotted me in this situation. Kari or iyouxin sitting in very unpredictable bush. But luckily for me, I had enough HP and enemies weren't ready to shoot at me. And so, just like this, I'm getting a whole bunch of assistance by being safe at the very beginning of the game. Aggressive push worked. But the light sitting in the open was very, very sneaky. Hi, bro! Surviving on 2 HP. Okay, 7k? Not bad. It's going to be a huge round with the X5 experience. Let's go. So let's move over to the Prokhorovka, where I'm going to show you how to scout on this map with a light tank that isn't a competitive scout. As I mentioned previously, with WZ you are in disadvantage playing on the map like this, especially when you have to clear lines of the bushes. But I'm going to show you one technique that I'm using to outplay light tanks on this map. The very first thing I try to do is to make sure there is no light tank going in E1. Because once enemy get in those positions on elevation, it's almost impossible to dig them out. And now, pay attention on what I'm doing next. Erichem is not in this area. Because the fences aren't broken anywhere. Looking at the fence and checking the places where it can possibly be broken is going to give me information if there is any scouts playing in ED1 bushes. And with fence being fully intact, I expected Erichem to be playing line of the bushes. And that's why I took this position next, to wait for him to make mistake. I recommend taking this position even with the mediums or even heavy tanks, because the way line of the bushes like placed, designed around this like low ground area is there is a lot of holes, and so the light tank that is trying to push through them is going to get outspotted by you sitting in this bush. But I'm getting a little bit impatient and trying to pick just on the ridge to see if I'm getting spotted. And my sixth sense did pop off, meaning that Erichem is somewhere around. And maybe it's me getting spotted and revealing my position gave the confidence for the Erichem Panzerwagen to try and make a move, getting him outspotted by probably Object 140 and end up getting killed. And now we have a free play. So how do we go from here? What I want to do is to double check the fences. And that's why I get back in the line of the bushes and take my time trying to understand if there was any other possible tank that want to scout that got in ED1 bush. And checking the fence, there was no one. So what we want to do is to try and avoid pushing through a line of the bushes around this ditch area, because, as you remember, there is a lot of gaps, and you're able to get outspotted by this K91 or FV. And what you don't want to be is to be sitting on the rage line, where everyone can shoot you from the middle and from the back in this from tank destroyers. So you jump in the ditch first and then pop up in the line of the bushes, where you have thick bushes with no gaps. Got it. Now, I'm going to be sitting in this position for a fair bit amount of time until I see an opening to get a little bit higher up. And once I get here, I want to be very patient and wait for enemies to leave the middle, because we have artillery piece, we have STRV in aggressive positions, and if they are going to be keep picking, trying to do like damage on the middle, they're just going to be losing HP, and over time they're going to try to leave, and that's where they are going to outplay them. And with this FV leaving, it opens up an opportunity to get a little bit further. What you have to pay attention for is this gap here. If you see, there is a dirt road and an opening. If you try to cross this while there is an enemy tank peeking on the middle, you're gonna get outspotted. But with K91 nearly hitting me with a blind shot, after shooting, he went back down, and now we reach our destination, our target, where we want to be. And just with a little bit more information on what this K91 will try to do, I will be able to go further through line of the bushes and outspot everyone. The reason why I did not want to do it, I did not want to push through the line of the bushes immediately after he went in low ground, is because he most likely to be coming like back towards me and try to proxy spot me. That's why I wanted to keep a little bit of distance and make sure that this isn't going to happen. The same as this FV, like if my team wouldn't be supporting me very well, he would get closer to me and possibly outspot. And after this, guys, you just push through until you see like all of the tank destroyers on the other side. And yeah, enjoy the scouting. With a couple of tricks with the fence and like pushing through the right of the bushes, you are gonna be able to get a lot of assistance on this map most of the time. And one last tip for scouting on Prokhorovka: you don't want to be pushing on the left side of the bushes, what I'm doing now. You want to be pushing on the right side. And the only reason I'm pushing on the left is because tank destroyers that are left unspotted is Hori and FVs. So we kind of know that there are no tanks that can be at the red line on our left, pretty much in the position where we spotted concept. And if there were tank destroyers like STRV, maybe Grille, that are unspotted, I would push on the right side of the bushes and make sure that we are not exposing our side to C1 position, because tanks with the Camonet are able to sit there and spot your side while you're pushing through, as there is a lot of gaps to spot you. But right hand side bush line is much thicker and you protect yourself from getting spotted by the tank sitting at the red line. I really hope it wasn't too much yapping and bombarding with information. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless.
Artie was shooting from here, no? Actually, I could have saved him for the spotting and do damage here. Like, it was my spot anyway, and I would have done full shot on the Leo. But anyway, whew, what a game. Sheridan. Loved by a few, hated by many. Let's look at what Sheridan has to offer. Well, first of all, it has
the best DPM among all light tanks at tier 10. Combine it with excellent gun stabilization, it has second best gun overall in this class. With minus 10 degrees of gun depression, it's a joy to play around hills. Additionally, its 420 meters base view range allows us to easily push it past 500 meters with the crew skills and equipment, making it a very strong spotter. However, much like with the Tesák, I want to focus on doing damage with the Sheridan, and having stabilizer and gun rammer helps with this tremendously. I usually end up dropping optics in favor of a low noise exhaust to improve camouflage. Without it, you are more likely to get spotted compared to any other light tank. And that's where the difficulties of the Sheridan starts. Sheridan has terrible camo, the worst among all tier 10 light tanks. It's also huge in size. Just for context, it's about twice as tall as T100. When it comes to playstyle, having such a fantastic gun, we want to take full advantage of it. I recommend running stab, gun rammer and low noise exhaust on most of the maps. Play it as a support medium, focusing on dealing damage and staying alive until the late game. A light tank in the end game is twice as effective as the one trying to spot 15 tanks in the first minute but end up dying. Sheridan can also be played with a derp gun, and I use it myself for fun during events like Waffenträger, where a lot of those tanks are present in the battle and you can pen them with HE very easily. But it's mostly for memes. If you are serious about playing with the derp gun, go to play T49 at tier 9. You will have more targets to pen with HE rounds, and at the tier 9 it's just less competitive than tier 10. So, who will enjoy Sheridan? This tank is for players who enjoy having great guns and are up for a challenge. To make Sheridan work, you need strong positioning knowledge and be comfortable relying on your gun and doing a lot of damage consistently. If that doesn't sound like you, Sheridan isn't for you. It is a very challenging tank to play. Conclusion: Sheridan is hard to play. It's huge and has no armor. It does have a nice gun and you can do a lot of damage with it. Sheridan is just perfect to punish enemies who is making mistakes. But it's not a meta light tank. You have to play it super safe, and it is difficult to make game-winning plays with Sheridan. But you are able to have a very good time with this tank, and all you have to do is just to focus on doing damage. This battle on steps is great example how amazing base view range of Sheridan in combination with the bond-coated optic is able to reveal positions of the enemy at like super far distances. And together with the amazing gun, we are just shredding enemies. Just look at this EFPM, getting spotted at 440 meters. Absolutely incredible. So what you want to do with this tank is to use this view range advantage and just do damage. And this battle is a great example of on how to make Sheridan work. Please enjoy the game. First shot fire.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Nice.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Ready to fire. Enemy
Let's go back a little bit. 2.6k already, guys. Nice, lovely. Kill Kranwagen. Ignore the RT. Go chase Monty. Like, I eat Manti on a breakfast, guys. Can I also ramp him?
Mission to engage. Critical hit. Target released. Enemy armor is hit.
Like, it's literally no competition. When it comes to the firepower, I don't want to challenge a 50M in the firepower part, because his firepower is the RAM.
They're knocked out. Target acquired. Target released.
Let's not risk just yet.
Enemy armor is damaged.
What are you guys thinking? Is he gonna high roll? Oh, he touched me for 300 damage, man. Holy shit. A slight touch, 300. Damn, man. But 7k. Pretty decent, I would say. Okay, we're gonna stop. Don't want to be on the move. Nice. Might finish him.
They're knocked out.
With the Sheridan, you really want to play for the damage. Not the spotting. Spotting in late game. It's like a golden rule of Sheridan. Spotting in late game.
Erichem Panzerwagen. Simply put, it is a meta tank in Onslaught because it has the highest damage potential and the best gun among all light tanks. I discovered Erichem first in Onslaught, and after trying it in random battles, I can say it is a fun tank there too, if used correctly. Erichem Panzerwagen gun is truly amazing. With a 320 damage per shot, 240mm of pen on APC rounds, and 280 with the hit, it can shred opponents. But the unique feature of Erichem is hash rounds with 120mm of pen. Combined with minus 10 degrees of gun depression, this tank becomes deadly. The tank also has fantastic 75 km per hour top speed, letting you secure strong positions early and deal initial damage. Finally, with the 420 meters base view range, you can run scouting equipment without really needing coated optic. I prefer running vents instead to improve my vehicle all around. But Erichem Panzerwagen is not all that shiny and has a couple of downsides. Much like Sheridan, Erichem Panzerwagen is quite large, and with just 30mm of armor, you are extremely vulnerable to HE rounds. On top of that, we have pretty much the same camo as WZ, Tesák and Sheridan, making it difficult to scout competitively. When it comes to the playstyle, this tank is all about dealing damage. Use your speed to reach aggressive positions early and bleed enemies during their rotations. Try to avoid trading too much early in the game. Your true potential comes in late game, where you can use your view range and gun to outplay opponents. Who is going to enjoy this tank? Well, if you love light tanks with the perfect gun handling and you want to deal damage with your lights, this tank is for you. But if you prefer to stay stealthy and rely primarily on spotting, this tank is probably not going to suit you very well. As a conclusion, Erichem Panzerwagen is the best damage dealer among all of the light tanks, but it's still very challenging to play. Among the tanks we've looked at so far, it is the strongest overall. Personally, I love doing damage with my light tanks, and while the T100 used to be my favorite light tank for a very long time, the Eritrean Panzerwagen is quickly climbing the ranks and might soon take the top spot. And the reason why I like Eritrean Panzerwagen this much is because of its incredible HE rounds and top speed. In this combination, I'm able to contest important positions such as Hill on Tundra, knowing that I'm going to win all of the fights against light tanks because I have incredible firepower potential. And that's why I'm feeling this confident going up here, securing this amazing position and doing a lot of damage using our phenomenal gun. Tundra is not the best map for scouting with the light tanks. And that's where Eritrean Panzerwagen excels among other lights, because you won't be doing damage here. And Eritrean can do just stupid amounts. Please, enjoy this farm fiesta. This is the best gun of all of the light tanks in the game. If you guys didn't know. By the way, with this equipment I get unspotted much faster. And I think it would be nice to know exact unspotted time. I think it's like around 7 seconds. Man, what a pleasure to do damage with this beautiful thing. My favorite tank to do damage with. But as long as there is another FV, guys, I'm going to be a little bit careful. Yep, exactly for that reason. $2.5k already. The score is 3-3. I'm a little bit scared of this FV. My last HE rounds. Okay, Centurion wants to be annoying. And 140 is in a very nice position. Okay. Why didn't I shot? Oh wait, I was aiming too high. If I get too close to the rock, I'm gonna get shot by the 140. I have to keep it in mind. FV can get there unspotted easily.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Our main gun is damaged. It's working, but
I'm glad I survived, to be honest. I was a little bit scared of the FV just kicking my butt. Oh, just look at this gun, man. You cannot achieve this with any other tank. It is the best tank for all of the light tanks, and I highly recommend iyouxin for everybody who wants to get exceptional with light tanks.
Vehicle destroyed.
I think it's about the time we go for a flame, guys. Actually, maybe not so soon.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Nice. Ah. Okay. Let's see if we can get revenge on Object 140. I'm out of HP and hit rounds. Let's wait. By the way, guys, we can take a moment to enjoy the camo. How do you like the camo? Is it not most beautiful iyouxin Panther wagon you have ever seen, guys? I could play this tank all night, man.
T100 is a hybrid between light and a medium tank, and also the first truly competitive tank in this list. Let's check why. First of all, T100 has amazing camo, giving us ability to outspot all of the other tanks we've discussed so far. Its low profile and trollage armor allow it to hide in smallest low grounds and even bounce shots occasionally. But T100 has a couple of downsides. It has the lowest alpha damage of all light tanks, at just 300 damage per shot. Interestingly enough, our main type of ammo is a PCR with a 230 pen, and gold ammo is AP that fly very slow and has just 18 penetration small, which is low. Also, the gun is inaccurate, and the tank has only -5 degrees of gun depression, making certain terrain tricky to play on. When it comes to the playstyle, with its amazing camo, T100 light tank is perfect for aggressive scouting and taking risky spotting positions. While it doesn't excel at doing damage, its ability to outspot and outmaneuver enemies makes it top tier scout. Since we have bad penetrations, we have to move around the map a lot and find opportunities to shoot enemies' sides or its rear. Now let's talk about who is going to enjoy this tank. If you're working on light tank missions, this is a great option, especially if you have experience with the medium tanks. That experience will help you to adapt the T100 playstyle. However, if you can't tolerate poor gun depression and alpha damage, this tank might be a little bit annoying to play. To summarize, with its high camo, T100 is a very competitive scout. Its great speed and low profile give it excellent opportunities to deal damage early and play like super fast medium. This tank is amazing. At the moment, it is my second most played light tank. Having played so many games with the light tanks, I realized that the best way of playing it is to try to find ways of doing damage. Because sometimes you are going to be playing on maps where scouting just isn't effective, or situations are going to be required where you have to be doing damage. And that's why on Oyster Bay I am playing with doing damage setup, and as you can see, I'm playing with the gun drummer and radio set. dropping optic or commander vision system, I want to play with this equipment as it gives me unique opportunities to spot enemies for longer while getting unspotted much faster. And you're going to see just how useful this equipment is going to be in the late game. But for now, I spotted unique opportunity to do damage on isolated Minotaur. It seems like we have number advantage on this lane and I want to use full advantage of it. But little did I know that situation is going to change quite quickly. I'm a little bit scared to cross right now because it's T100 and the Leo. And I don't have CBS. I could go for a blind to see if he is there or not. Okay, no. And now I just go behind the Mino. Problem is, he isn't alone. What if I try to flank him? I kinda like it more. He's like -3 by now, I think. So what I want to do is to get like in this position. In cover from Lorraine. Okay, Minotaur can come back. I'm going back, Jan, a little bit.
Okay.
Mino can pick there. I would not recommend. Like if we need to go back now in T28 position, it's gonna be perfect now. While I was trying to do damage on Minotaur, unfortunately, enemies progressed quite far up north, and we are about to lose this game. In situations like this, what I want to do is to try and focus on killing fast-moving vehicles. Having speed advantage over light tank, it is going to give me unique opportunity for an amazing end gameplay against slower tanks. So, if you are losing games yourself, try and focus fast tanks. You never know what kind of game you can get by trying your absolute best. I think you can stay here. You can just hold the corner. Okay, I help. I'll help. Yeah. We're holding the corners. Wait. Bro, let's go. Let's go for Leo. Let's go for Leo. Go. Despite the fact that me and my friend both does not have any armor, we still have a lot of HP. And that's why we decided to bring the fight to the enemies in hope of killing these vehicles before the rest of the forces arrive. And if we manage to do this, we might have a chance to win this game. Nice.
Do you kill the Leo?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, no, kill him.
I kill him, Okay.
Nice.
Now button? Bro, that was so good.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, I tried to cross, maybe. No, we wait. He needs to take a shot and then we pick. Come, we need to kill him. We need to be fast.
I'm in your jet.
Maybe I take a shot, maybe I somehow...
Nah, he's gonna shoot me.
Yak Tiger, watch out! Nice, we fight this guy. Come closer if you... can you cross? Can you cross or not?
No.
Okay.
Tiger.
Okay, he shot. I might give him one more. Okay, Jan, you need to... You need... Can you escape like this?
Yeah.
Or like...
But then the pattern tank...
Okay, hold button. Please kill him.
Yak Tiger?
Track!
Nice. 10 seconds.
3 seconds.
Please track again. Nice! I need 5. I got him.
Nice. I'm crossing.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think he got me. Yeah. Dang.
I go YOLO, I try.
That was close. Okay.
Bro, that was such a nice roll though.
Mm-hmm.
Target acquired. Let's find another target.
But I bled a lot for this brawl.
It would have been nice if I could at least do one more shot. Because they have so much HP now.
Yeah. Well, if they don't cap, if they get careless, I might be able to pull it off. Let's not risk. Let's go here. I'm not sure if I can see the bait. Okay.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
If I kill him, I might have a chance.
Penetration.
Bro, what are those rolls? Huge.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
It's kind of tricky. I don't have CVS. I need to decap.
Enemy armor is damaged. Target acquired. Target released.
I have the time, I'm gonna go in the distance now. This is kind of risky though. Easy. The camo of the
Holy shit.
T100.
Nice.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration.
Holy
Alright.
shit.
Now just don't mess it up. I see he's turning. I'm just gonna go after him. Boom,
Bro,
dude!
You're insane, man. What the hell?
Oh, no way, dude!
Manticore has become the synonym of passive scouting and been terrorizing random for years. Manticore has even higher camo than T100, but it is much smaller, meaning that we are able to fully cover ourselves in variety of bushes, which makes it harder for enemies to spot us. This tank is just perfect for passive scouting, but at the same time, Manticore has the lowest DPM of all light tanks and has only 20 shells. The carry potential of Manticore goes as far as you have teammates to shoot by your spot, because left alone it will be very difficult for you to do damage. And in the games to come, I'm going to show you exactly these weaknesses. Another problem of Manti is very bad power to weight ratio. Breaking trees or any other obstacle slows you down a lot. You have to watch out for it. While playing with Manticore, I try to get information on enemy light tanks first. Also, I try to avoid rushing in risky positions or busy areas. By being passive first, I preserve my HP, try to counter enemy light tanks, and spot like a king at the end of the battle. So I want to kill enemy light tanks who can potentially have CVS and outplay the rest in late game. So who will enjoy this thing? Well, everyone who loves supporting their team by scouting. The only group of people I can think of who will hate Manticore is players who love doing damage. This tank is different and should be treated with love. Love to spot. In addition to T100, Manticore is great for doing scouting missions. So if you're looking for a sneaky bastard to help you get Object 260 light tank missions done, this tank is just amazing for it. And so, conclusion. Manticore is an amazing scout that lacks in firepower department. But since it's being matched against tanks like Airchamp, WZ, Sheridan, who, as you remember, have much worse camo, it is of no surprise that Manticore has the highest win rate of all light tanks at tier 10. So the chances of you winning playing with this tank are simply, statistically speaking, the highest. And this game on Muravanka is just a perfect example to demonstrate the power of camouflage and spotting ability of Manticore, as well as showing that having low ammo capacity can really be a problem, because in this round we are going to do over 5,000 damage and nearly running out of all of the ammunition we have.
This isn't looking very good, guys. Let me tell you that. I'm not sure where the Manti is. Oh, 114 is not here. Okay, I have to counter Manti. Just YOLO him. Okay, but guys, I have to say, playing Manti is kinda nice. Not gonna lie. You're just like doing damage. Spotting. All at once. Okay, now we go kill him. Make sure he does not run away. And let's hope we do not low roll. Kind of running low on ammo. Okay. I mean, from this point onward, it's just a piece of cake. Let's kill BZ first. Like, he's completely out of the position. Mouse is full HP. Oh, I'm gonna need my help here, guys. I'm gonna need my team here. Oh, mamma mia. What do I even do? I need to go behind. Like, I need to get spotted real fast. Okay, RT is here. Like, this TVP is kind of useless, but he's trying his best, right? Good shot. Nice. He's right there. If I go a little bit like this, TVP is gonna spot him. I can kill. Although, it's a little bit like, it's not really efficient because TVP would kill him anyway. But you know what I mean? Damage is damage, guys. Okay. I nearly ran out of ammo. $5k damage. 2.3k spot. Close. Alright, that was nice. EBR-105 is arguably the best light tank in the game. Its unique combination of amazing speed, mobility, and camo allows it to make plays that no other light tank can. But at the same time, it's difficult to make it work. Especially the driving can be a real challenge. That's why it only takes the second place in my rating. The best part about EBR-105 is its speed. Going 95 kilometers per hour, you are able to effectively clear a line of bushes, proxy spot enemies and escape. And this is exactly why I was advising you not to play around the bushes with the tanks like iyouxin, Sheridan or WZ light tanks. Surprisingly enough, EBR is actually not bad at ramming other light tanks if you have controlled impact as a cruise skill and field mod. These unique qualities makes EBR the best counter to enemy scouts. The downside of EBR is its poor 190mm of base penetration and long 12 seconds reload. Also, great speed can be a blessing and a curse. Moving so fast makes it difficult to drive without bumping into obstacles, and it is going to take you some time to simply learn how not to crash with this tank. When it comes to the playstyle with EBR-105, you want to find a nice balance between being super aggressive and at the same time staying alive. You should be using your speed to contest important positions, but the most important skill that you can develop with the EBR is to stay alive. And if you're wondering why, it is because the end game where you are going to have the space required to maneuver and fully utilize camo and speed of the EBR. To answer the question, who is going to enjoy this tank? Well, if you are addicted to quick action, much as myself, you should get EBR-105. While you want to play slow and be patient with most of the light tank, EBR-105 allows you to do crazy shenanigans and get away with it. But for that, you either need great reaction or good PC, or both. So if your PC is barely managing 60 FPS, or you have troubles to react quickly, I would stay away from this light tank, especially if you are used to slow-paced playstyle. Conclusion: EBR-105 has taken a somewhat weird spot in the community. A lot of players hate the tank, but at the same time it has huge fan base, including EBR-105 Racing. But it's obviously that this tank is very powerful. The difficulty level of playing it is high, but the reward is even higher. It takes time to learn how to even drive with EBR 105. But all the suffering is worth it once you master how to play it, and if you do, you become unstoppable. Talking about EBR 105, I said that it is the best light to counter enemy lightnings. In this game, I'm first going to show you position on how to outspot enemy lightnings trying to approach E2 scouting ground. And often you're able to kill 1 or 2 or even 3 lightnings trying to get there. And secondly, I'm going to show you how to use its speed to completely break enemy defensive lines and get incredible results. Please enjoy shenanigans on Fisherman's Bay. I could go middle and do damage on those guys. Oh. You see, they cannot play the game. That's the EBR you left the game for. Not worth it, dude. I say you come back. It's gonna be a hard pen. He gonna get spotted here, and I'm gonna shoot him somewhere here. No?
Enemy armor is damaged.
This Bliskovica is not having it. Wait. He's not here? Alright. Kinda easy. Thank you guys. Bless you too. IMX 13105 is, in my opinion, the best light tank to start learning light tanks and just perfect for light tank missions. This tank is a very complete package. It has great gun with a decent gun handling and powerful clip with the 3 shots that deal 390 damage each. At the same time, its amazing camo allows us to comfortably spot in line of bushes without being afraid of getting outspotted. This way, we can provide reliable vision for our team and deliver a lot of damage ourselves at the same time. With the previous tanks, I always included the downsides of the tank. But with IMX 13105, I just can't think of any. It is a great all-rounder that doesn't have obvious weaknesses. If you think I overlooked one of them, please let me know. So, what's the playstyle with this tank? If the map is perfect for scouting, get yourself full scouting equipment and try to counter enemy light tanks first. Having 1200 damage in your pocket only helps punishing enemy lights. If you're playing on a city map, get stop in your build and make your gun even better. Play it as a medium support tank and you will be flying. I would recommend this tank to everyone who wants to start learning how to play light tanks or complete scouting missions. And as a conclusion, my favorite light tanks are T100 and iyouxin, but I placed IMX 13105 at first place in this ranking because I think it's just a perfect light tank. It has good enough camo to scout and decent gun to do damage when necessary. IMX 13105 is a great all-rounder without any weaknesses that you have to cover, such as difficult driving with the EVR105 or low alpha damage of T100. I always recommend this tank for new players and it holds #1 spot for a reason. I decided to demonstrate the reason why IMX 13105 is the best light tank in this list by showing how powerful it can be at scouting as well as doing damage. I'm going to demonstrate you guys how to be successful on fjords and abuse this unique opportunity where you are able to get very close to the enemies while being in complete cover by your team. They're gonna be doing a lot of damage and a lot of spotting at the same time. I wish you pleasant watching experience. Let's go. And that's why this side has advantage. Because you can do this. Okay, Yaga is one shot.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot spot this much simply because there is no tanks here to shoot. Wait, our team is winning other side. That's perfect. Wait, maybe... Okay, let's shoot those tanks in the back. You need to be in the yellow bush. Is it here? Oh. Okay. If you guys didn't know, you can do this. Yellow bush. Here, I make it out, like I go out so you can see where. Yellow bush. This is on the minimap, like that. Like at the bottom of the line. Easy. Oh, there is a light tank. Okay. I would like to kill him. Man, this tank is like a mini butt shot. Okay. I think I stay. I think there is no point of running. And I could go up here. I wish I had hit rounds.
Firing laser beam. Beep, beep, beep.
Let's go and reload. By the time we get there, we can be ready to shoot. Okay. Oh man.
Got it beyond sight. Auto aim disabled.
Oh!
Leave a mark. Trash taken out.
Let's reload. That hurts, man. Okay, I need Leo to tank shots now. They might try to repush us. That would be actually genius plan. But
Penetration. We damaged their armor.
okay, he cannot push me because he's gonna get shot in the back. Oh, poor guy. Alright. I think I'm a little bit too far to catch the RT, but 4,000 damage, 2k assistance. Like, this tank is so nice. And just wait, guys, until I get to play this tank with the gun stabilizer. Like, the gun is gonna be even better. Like, before the budget got buffed, I actually preferred this tank over budget. Because you kinda play them in the similar manner. However, this had a better gun. But unfortunately, it's not... Oh, like... Not unfortunately, but it's just no longer the case. And another RT swimming. How lovely.
My friends, it took us a long time to produce this video, and I just hope it was helpful for you at the very end. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day.